Flicks Talkers, Flicks Talkers. What is going on, guys? A little nasally this morning, a little nasally, but that's all right. We are here, we are live. And good morning, guys. Good morning. Hopefully everyone's doing well. Hopefully everyone had a safe night. You guys don't know, we do live streams 3 times a week. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sunday mornings. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we do them at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And on Sundays, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Now, if you're coming in from another part of the globe, I can't help you. That's what you got to use. That's what you got to use Google for, or whatever. Google what is it? Time translate. I don't know. Let me try something real quick, guys. I noticed something going on. I'll be right back. Okay. Oop. There we go. A little better. There we go. Sorry, guys. Some of my settings were a little tweaked out right now. Hopefully everyone's doing well. Good morning. Good morning. I'm still messing with my camera issues. I was hoping to get a big reaction last night up on YouTube, but unfortunately the powers that be would not allow me to do that. So you know what? I dispute them, and we keep it pushing. We keep it moving, man. And I just go on to the next one. That's all I can do. I just got so discouraged last night, guys. Oh, you have no idea, but it's okay. It is what it is. Braxton, welcome, my friend. We got Eric Patterson in the building. We got Cleon, the Flixinator. We got Jonathan Sonko in here. What is up, my guys? Any thoughts on Long Legs? Long Legs was okay. I think after it set in, after a while, I started to kind of feel the Long Legs hype, as far as like it was overhyped a bit. And I didn't enjoy it as much when I started thinking about it like that. So my initial thoughts for Long Legs is it was a snooze fest. I didn't think it was going to be like that. Also, I'm not the biggest fan of Nicolas Cage. A lot of people are like Cage heads, and that's okay. That's your prerogative. I'm just not really the biggest, Nick Cage fan. So his performance in that movie, if you guys didn't know, he's using kind of like prosthetics and stuff like that. And I just wasn't really digging his character too much. This character right here. But to each his own. Right here, here's a better picture. It just looks so goofy and so dumb. But he gave an okay performance, I guess. The movie felt very Fargo, I guess. And it just wasn't exciting. It was not an exciting movie. I don't know. What did you think? I would love to hear your thoughts, someone else's thoughts. What do y'all think? I much enjoyed his Osgood Perkins movie, The Monkey, a year later. Camera's stuttering a bit. Sorry about that. Good morning, Amanda. Okay, you have fun at your birthday party. Have fun, my friend. You have not seen the movie? Okay. It's all right. It's whatever. And then he's coming out with another movie, which we saw the trailer for, called Keeper. So, I mean, there's, a couple of movies. Let's see what movies came out this weekend though. they did release in theaters K-pop Demon Hunter, which I had a chance to review early from Netflix, but I dropped the ball on that one. And yeah, I mean, I just dropped the ball on that one, guys. And I'm gonna be honest. I'm letting you guys know here first that I'm gonna stop doing reviews. I'm not doing reviews anymore. It seems like those don't do well on the channel, so I'm gonna kind of step away from it. Just kind of what it is. I want to focus all my energy on the videos that do well, you know, that are doing well, like the reactions, the live streams, things of that nature. Yeah, it's just something I've been thinking about, and that's okay. I really don't even care about new movies anyways, to be honest. It's just kind of, they're just whatever to me. But Patreus, what's up, my friend? When you go to the movies, do you have to pre-order or get at the theater? Oh, you can pre-order through the apps. You can definitely pre-order through apps. Let me unplug something really quick, guys. My camera's tweaking out. See if that works. Come on. There we go. Oh, it's still stuttering. What the fuck happened? Something happened to my camera when I was messing with stuff. Does it look tweaked to you? I mean, does it look like the frame rate is like fucking up? To me, it looks a little weird. I don't know. I'm very particular. I'm very particular when it comes to shit like this, guys. And I hate that I keep fucking with stuff. And that I'm having a bad weekend. Okay, guys, I'm having a bad weekend. Just a heads up. So if you guys want to fuck with me, now is the time. Now is the goddamn time, I guess. Yeah, I'm having the new movie blues as well. They're just not the greatest. But what I used to do when I used to go to the movies is kind of just pre-order. You have to pre-order your tickets. If you get to the theater expecting some tickets, they're most likely not going to be there, depending on how popular the movie is. But you know. Brian said I went to see Nezha 2. Yeah, I saw everybody watching that, but I haven't seen the first one, and I'm not really into animated films like that. I don't know. Maybe it's a me thing. Maybe it's just a me thing. See how I'm stuttering? Do you guys see the stutter? Ugh. Fucking hate it, man. Patreus. So I was really trying to drop a big, I didn't even want to announce it until it actually went through, but I was trying to drop a big reaction today or last night, but YouTube keeps blocking it. So no stutter for you. Okay. Maybe it's just me then. Maybe it's just me. Yeah, I was trying to drop a big reaction, but YouTube keeps blocking them, so I'm just gonna move on to the next one. That's all I can do. Later today, I'm gonna record. I have a lot of shit to record. Yesterday, I spent all day fucking editing, and it really just, it really just fucked up for me. Like, it really jacked up my day. I really wish YouTube cared about creators, that they would work with the studios to try to get fair reactions. A thing. Like, people watch reactors for a reason. So in doing so, you are giving the views to you. I mean, not only to the creator, but also to more eyes are watching YouTube. You would think that you would want to do anything that you can to please your creators. YouTube does none of that. They do none of that. And their operating system, as far as when you dispute something or when you talk to a chat, I'm talking to somebody that's either a bot or in India. I don't fuck with that. I don't do that. I'm sorry. I don't do that. I need someone that's going to understand the problem, not read from a fucking script. That's what it comes down to. And I don't think either of those people can help me. That's just what it is. So YouTube has been a terrible experience for me in that sense. I want to keep uploading movies, guys, here to the channel, but what am I going to do? I spend days editing and I upload and it gets blocked. How do you think that makes me feel? Like, do you guys should really... This happens to not just me, but a lot of content creators. A lot of content creators. It makes us not want to do this shit. And it's not our fault. It's really not our fault. That's why I stopped doing the full screen reactions. I went to the smaller ones, and then people started complaining about that. It's like, fuck, man. Can't satisfy everybody. You can't satisfy anybody. Literally anybody at this point. So I don't even want to say what I'm doing next, but I'm definitely going to record some Twilight Zone episodes because those are doing well on the channel. Those have been able to pass the algorithm or whatever it is. But YouTube is making it very shitty for me. And it's the heat, and there's a lot of factors in play right now that just make it very, very not good for me, you know? Also, I did put up yesterday a poll over on Patreon that you guys can join. That you guys can totally join. But it's on Patreon. There's a lot of simpletons. And yes, I'm calling you out, Waylon. I don't think Waylon's in the chat, but you know, I'll post this on my wall on YouTube or whatever, my whatever you call it, the post tab. And then people will be like, "Oh, pick this one." And I'm like, "Go to Patreon and click it yourself, you simpleton. Please, dude. I'm trying to get people to go over to Patreon to vote." So right now in the lead, Big Trouble Little China is killing it. And I didn't think that that would be the case. I thought everyone would want me to see either Body Snatchers or something else. Police Academy. I thought Big Trouble Little China would be on the bottom of everyone's list. So Big Trouble Little China is coming. Very, very excited to watch that one from John Carpenter. I'm going to see if I can either get that in today or tomorrow. Either way, I'm not going to be going to the movies anymore, guys, because, you know, I'm sorry. Gareth, what's up, my friend? Just wanted to say hello. Great to be part of the Flix Talk community. Thank you so much. I'm having a shitty day too, by the way. So if my mannerisms and my demeanor is very down, it's not anybody's fault except for mine. All right. So just letting you know that I'm not the over hyper ADHD David that you're used to, probably. Okay. But thank you, Gareth, for being here. I appreciate that, my friend. And we have our shitty days, don't we, guys? So that being said, guys, I'm here to talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. I really don't care to talk about movies because movies suck at this point. I'm kidding. Don't get me wrong. I mean, movies are, you know, that have been coming out are good. But you ever notice they're just good for the moment? They're just good for the moment. That's why you have people that run and flock to Tarantino movies or Christopher Nolan movies or James Cameron movies. But how often are these directors putting out movies? Not very often. Not very often at all. So, you know, you have conundrums there. Things that I can recommend, though, as far as what I'm watching. We did watch this TMZ documentary, Spooky with Megs, who was in our chat last time. We talked about watching it. It's right here. It is the OnlyFans killer. Yeah, so this one, if you haven't checked it out, please watch it on TMZ. It's only about only 40 minutes. Check this one out ASAP. It's from a murder that happened about 4 years, 5 years ago, 3 years ago. Jesus Christ. 2022. And it's still being, I don't know, why do they drag on cases so long? God. I understand you have to gather evidence and stuff. This just seems like forever. But anyways, it's an OnlyFans model who attacked her boyfriend, claiming self-defense, but it seems like it might not have been self-defense. So definitely check that out. I mean, if you guys are into crime podcast or crime documentaries. I liked it. Like I said, I thought it was okay. Have you ever tried yoga, David? No. No, unfortunately, I have not. God dang, this coffee's already kicking in. Sorry, guys. I literally just woke up, too. That's another reason I'm feeling, like, crappy. It was so hot last night, guys. I woke up, like, every 2 hours. It was bad. It was bad. Movies are like social media. They often don't stick with you afterwards. You guys can't honestly tell me that the 2020s and beyond have been legendary movies. They really haven't. They really haven't. I can say, you know, maybe on both my hands, I can count some great movies that I will rewatch. And we're talking about great movies that we can rewatch. Not just one and done, because that means it was not a good experience for you. Something that you want to share with other people, something that you would like to ingest again, just because maybe you missed something. That's what makes a great movie. What movies can you say that for in the last 5 years? Yeah, I have an AC. I have an AC. It's fine right now. I mean, we ran the AC yesterday, but have you tried a cooling blanket? We have that too. We have that too. It's just me, guys. It's just fucking me. Was Lady in the Yard any good? I did not see it, but I heard it was terrible. But maybe if you guys have seen it, let me know if it, you know, otherwise. Waylon, what's up, my friend? Hot spells. Yeah, possibly. I mean, I'm at that age. Midlife crisis, maybe? Midlife crisis? David, just shut up and play ball. David, shut the fuck up and we don't want to hear your fucking problems, all right? How about that? Oh, all right. Let's see. What movies even came out? I'm trying to think, like, what movies even came out? They released that K-pop Demon Hunter, but like, is that it? Really? Was that it? That's not exciting. By the way, I'm not into that shit, dude. I'm not into it. I'm not into the whole K-pop phenomenon, guys. I know a lot of you guys are. And it made money. I can't get around. I can't get my mind around it. Does anybody else in the chat like really dig stuff like this? All right, so Sebastian has some good picks. Let's see. Oh, by the way, Waylon, I found a good UK YouTuber that I stumbled across. His shit is so funny. I'll play some of his stuff in a second. But I just recently subscribed to his channel because he's very funny. Very funny. And it's simple, like man on the street stuff. You might have seen him already. Do you need OBS Studio when uploading from your car? No, because OBS runs through your computer. You don't have a computer in your car, do you? You're just using either your camera or you're using a camera on battery or your phone. Let's see. Sebastian is saying some recent good movies. The Batman. Yeah, Batman was good. It was long as hell though. John Wick 4, yeah. Operation Fortune, I have not seen that one. I've heard of it. Bullet Train, no, I'm not gonna give it to Bullet Train. Top Gun Maverick, yes. Bullet Train was wacky. I enjoyed Fight or Flight better. A lot of you guys don't know about Fight or Flight. You meant on phones? No. I mean, you can live stream from your phone, but are you asking to record from your phone or live stream from your phone? That's two different things. What up, Q? Braxton is saying Sinners. Black Panther does not count because that was before 5 years ago, so that does not count. Get Out does not count. And Us, I think, when did Us come out? I said in the last 5 years. 2020s. That's the last 5 years. Us movie doesn't count either. So Braxton, you fucking failed, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Y'all ain't paying attention to the rules, man. You're not listening to the rules. In the last 5 years, name some classic movies, some Godfather, Scarface, Schindler's List type of shit, Shawshank Redemption, that you can watch over and over and over again. Not just one and done. In the last 5 years, once again. In the last 5 years. It's tough. I know it's tough to do. Trust me. Robert, Godzilla -1 is a good one. I just bought it again on I bought it on 4K. I am going to rewatch it again in my lifetime for sure. That was one that when I saw it in theaters, we had a blast with it. We had a really good time with that. Petraeus, for live streaming, you have to live stream through whatever app you're going through, whether that's Twitch, YouTube, Rumble, whatever. They all have their own dedicated apps that you can live stream on your phone from. You don't need OBS for that. Tom Cruise is the true last action hero. Yeah, he fumbled it though with the last Mission Impossible. They made it too expensive. Braxton is saying The Forever Purge. No. It was a decent watch. It's like a 3 out of 5. The Hunt, same thing. No. That's another 3 out of 5. I mean, it's a fun, politically incorrect type of movie that pokes fun at everybody. It's not a 5 out of 5. I'm talking 5 out of 5s, y'all. You're giving me mid-ass fucking movies. Mid-movies. You guys are just proving my point. You guys are proving my point that there are no good movies nowadays. Give me the last greatest movie. No one's named one. Sinners was not a 5 out of 5 for me. I'm sorry. It's a 4 out of 5, but it's not a 5 out of 5. I don't even want to watch it again. I'll watch it once and that's it. The Guest I have not seen. I've heard good things about that. Godzilla -1 is probably the only one that I would rate a 5 out of 5 from this list that you guys are giving me. And possibly Top Gun Maverick as well. Possibly Top Gun Maverick. Maybe John Wick 4. Because I recently saw that and I would watch it again. I don't think John Wick 4 is a 5 out of 5, though. I think it's maybe a 4 out of 5. Keep in mind, David, some movies need time to... No, fuck that. No. You know right away when a movie's a hit. I understand you're telling me the whole the whole reasoning for cult classics. I get that. But how can I watch Godzilla -1 and tell you that this is the best Godzilla for years to come? How can I say that? It just came out. How can I say that? Because you get that feeling. You know the filmmaking is great. I don't need to let it sit for 20 years. I don't need to do that. Titanic is saying Oppenheimer. That's another one that I do have. I was actually gifted that. Maybe I'll give it a watch soon. Shouts out to Rob. Shouts out to Rob right there for gifting me. Y'all are some generous people too, by the way. People that have sent me movies over the course of the years. I have not opened it still. I have not opened it yet still. I hear this movie is good. So that might be a contender. I mean, it was up for like movie of the year, right? Let's see. Rebuilding a set. I really enjoyed the live action of Clifford the Dog. Stop it, bro.
Get the fuck out of here.
No, now you're playing with my fucking emotions. You, Top Gun 2, yeah. That's okay. So that one I regard as, but you see what I'm saying? That it's very far and few. It's not like the 80s, 90s, these movies that are time relics. Why can we pick up, and it's not just because we're old, why can we pick up Back to the Future off the shelf and it still gives us that damn good feeling like when you saw it back in the day? Why can someone new watch Back to the fucking Future from 1985 and get a good ass feeling and know that that's a solid picture in 2025? Why is that why is that possible? Because films are rushed. Actors suck nowadays. They don't make actors like they used to. And I know a lot of people fanboy out and fangirl out over all of these people that they love and stuff. And that's great. You know, that's fantastic. The thing is, when you worry so much about looks and you got vanity thrown in there, you got your flavor of the week. You got your flavor of the week, guy or gal. And they can care less about the performance at this point. They just know, hire me and throw me in every fucking movie like Pedro Pascal. I'm here to get the bag, baby. That's it. When money is your motivation, you can give a fuck about the art. By the way, I just saw that they pushed they put a trailer with Daniel Day-Lewis. Daniel Day-Lewis is coming back for his next film. This is a man who rarely does movies. Why? Because he actually cares about movies. So he's actually going to be coming out in something. Oh, he came out of retirement. Look at this. After 8 years in a family drama directed by his son. This is someone who cares about movies. Everybody else does not care about movies. They care about a paycheck and sustaining their rich lifestyle. And I haven't seen enough Daniel Day-Lewis movies. I need to see more. Lost of the Mohicans and shit. By the way, this rant started by basically saying that I'm not doing reviews anymore. So if you just popped in here and want to see me do reviews, I'm not doing reviews anymore. I'm not going to the movies anymore. I'm tired of this rat race of like trying to get the reviews early. I'm tired of hitting up Netflix and wanting them to send me movies early to review. I'm tired of it. I'm sick and tired of it. I'd rather spend my energy focused on editing, focusing on videos that are going to work. You know, and that you want to see. If 100 people watch a review of mine and in one day, and 3,000 watch a Twilight Zone reaction in one day, which one you think I'm going to actually focus energy on? My job here is to build a community, is to build the channel. We need as many eyes watching as possible. I'm also thinking as a businessman too. Oh yeah, I'll review old movies all day because I prefer old movies. I prefer older movies. They are better in quality. They're better in substance. Everybody was politically incorrect, meaning that they said what they felt. It was a sign of the times. No one had a filter. And I'm not saying that everybody had to be blatantly racist for me to like the movie. But if you're authentic to the times, it sucks me into the character. It's like a method actor. It's like you're a method actor, right? You get to feel what the 70s felt like or the 60s felt like from those time periods, or even further, the 40s, whatever I'm reviewing, right? It felt authentic to that time. You have so many movies in the 21st century trying to replicate that and change history and change wording, and it never works. It never works. I feel like in the 21st century, we've gotten probably some of the worst biopics of all time. Of all time. How many times do you see an article where you're like, Oh, they're gonna do a biopic about Bob Marley. Oh, it's gonna fucking suck. Why is that the initial thought? Everybody thought that when Bob Marley biopic was announced. Everybody was like, oh, this is gonna flop. Why? Because you know they're not gonna get the story right. You know that. I feel like I got a crystal ball right here. I can predict the future of entertainment and movies. No one's going to the theaters anymore. Everybody keeps tanking week to week. You'll have one movie that comes out each quarter that saves the movie industry. It doesn't. The only thing I've been happy to see this year from the theaters is that horror movies are becoming financially viable. That's it. That's it. Other than that, I'm not supporting these $200 million movies anymore. I'm not doing it. I don't care to be part of the little rat race. I don't care, you know? Maybe if I was 20 years old, I would care. I don't care anymore, guys. You know, I care more about time. Time is very valuable to me. Fuck it. Save it for Q reviews. I mean, it's in his name right there. Q will review all the movies that you guys want. Check him out. Go to his YouTube and subscribe, baby. I'm just trying to hone in on what works for my channel. And it seems like certain videos are and certain videos aren't. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. You know? I love these live streams because I can be totally unfiltered and be myself. I don't have to edit anything. I can barely edit as it is. I got fucking carpal tunnel. I can barely edit as it is. You know? Save my hands, the struggle. You know, I work in a day job where I'm using my hands. These are the things that you start thinking about when you get older. You know, and I'm talking to the people that can understand and empathize with me. The younger audience is going to be like, fuck this old man. I'm out of here. I don't want to hear that shit. I want to see him, I don't know, talk about some fucking movie that just came out or something. I don't know, whatever. Yeah, it's when you have to go out and drive, get everything prepared to do a review that gets lost in the shuffle. And it's not a views thing. Don't get it fucked up. It's not for the views. When you get lost in the shuffle of a billion people reviewing the exact same movie that you are, what makes you stand out? Are you going to be doing the review while standing on your head or doing a cartwheel or something? Because you have to have a gimmick nowadays for people to even stick around. So that's kind of where my head's at right now, guys. My Patreon community is fantastic over there. Consider subscribing today. We also have a great community over there. I love it. We're doing very well over there. I'm able to just drop full reactions, not worry about any of the bullshit. Actually, I mean, this all started off because, because YouTube is fucking me. YouTube is fucking me once again. And it's never going to stop. It's never going to stop. All I can do is play ball, keep it moving. And hopefully they release some of my claims so I can put out these reactions for you guys. But I am going to be recording my reaction later today for What Happened to Baby Jane, and then also some more Twilight Zone episodes. I don't think I could squeeze in 2 movies in a day, to be honest. But Big Trouble Little China, it looks like, is winning the vote right there. So that'll probably be watched tomorrow. I can't wait to watch this one. Now, I can consider this a first-time watch because when I was a kid, when this came out, I didn't pay attention to any of this. 1986. So I don't really know much about. I don't know much about it at all. I mean, I'm looking at this cover here. I'm so glad that they can not allude to what's happening. Really, I mean, it just shows Kurt Russell with the an Uzi or a Mac-10. I forget what the gun is. Some white lady with some crown on or something, and I don't really know what's happening. You know, the one thing I do remember from Big Trouble Little China is that one guy, he like blows up or something. He just keeps getting bigger, and his head gets all big, and his body gets big, I think, and then it blows up. That's, I think, what I remember. But other than that, I don't know the storyline. I don't know anything about it. So thank you for listening to me rant, guys. I know a lot of people on the other side of the coin that probably aren't familiar with the rants. Tune out, and that's fine. But this is what we're here for. -1 is the best Godzilla. I think so too. I think it really is too. I don't really fuck too much with the American Godzilla. I still haven't even seen the newest one, and I got that gifted to me too, the new Empire. I don't want to see Godzilla run, bro. I don't want to see Godzilla run. That is not my Godzilla. I'm sorry. Hashtag not my Godzilla. Still waiting on you to watch Interview with the Vampire. Good movie for Titanic. The best way you can get me to watch movies is join the Patreon. I'm going to say it until I take my last breath. Join the Patreon. We do wheel spins. We're actually going to do a wheel spin this week coming up. You can add your top 3 picks. Hell, put Interview with the Vampire 3 fucking times, and you have more of a chance for it to land on that. Let's see. Waylon is saying John Wick 1 is a 5 out of 5, at least a 4 out of 5. John Wick, the original. I'll have to rewatch it again. Damn, wish you could have seen Oppenheimer on the big screen. Yeah, that's what everybody tells me. Can't no one say one negative thing about Sinners, even the white supremacist or white supremacist adjacent can't talk trash about as much. I don't even know what I can't even understand what you're saying. Or white supremacist adjacent can't talk trash about it as much as they would love to. Okay, there we go. Maybe it's my eyes. I'm fucked up right now. Why does everything have to be about race? Why is everything about race? Ryan Coogler made a good movie, bro. Like, we don't have to keep saying it's a black movie. It's a good horror movie. Leave it at that. Like, Jesus Christ. I mean, the more it set in, the more I definitely figured out the similarities between From Dusk Till Dawn and Sinners. And if you guys don't see that, then you're just lying to yourself, or you're not a true horror fan. I don't know what to say. I would say Demons 1, 1985 was solid. Oh, we watched Demons 1. Yeah, Q and I actually talked about that, I believe. Or he's the one that told me about it that got me to watch it. Actors in the past like Charles Bronson, Steve McQueen, Gene Hackman had life experiences before they became famous. They could use these past memories and moments and bring into the... Sebastian, that's the best comment. That is the best comment that anyone said in the chat so far. And that should really resonate. They could use past memories and moments and bring them into a scene. That's why I'm having so much fun with these actual movies, especially war movies, because a lot of these guys were in war. That's another one, by the way, The Dirty Dozen. I'm going to be doing I have a reaction for on Patreon, but I'm going to do one for YouTube. That really blew me away. I really liked that movie. It had a lot of character development, great third act. So, Reed Richards never had a mustache in the comics. Well, guess what? You are a misogynistic racist if you don't think that he can have one in 2025. And it's Pedro Pascal, so how dare you? You're transphobic as well. Movies are ruined from CGI overload, corporate influencers, and actors who lack charisma. Yeah, see, this is the thing. You guys know what it is. You guys aren't dumb. You guys know what it is. Yet we still keep going to these movies hoping that they're going to have shelf life. And don't get me wrong, a lot of these movies that I have on my shelf are from the 21st century, for sure. A lot of it's from my growing up nostalgia, though. For whatever reason, they latched on to me. Comedies, for me, I can rewatch over and over and over and over again. Flex, have you seen Gangs in New York? Yes, it's one of my favorites. One of my favorites. Love the reviews, but I'm happy with what you think is best for your channel. You work. Thank you so much, my friend. And I'm not here looking for, you know, back pats or whatever, you know, but I'm just expressing to you guys how it's been an overload on my plate. I do 3 live streams a week, if not 4, because I seriously love doing these. I seriously love doing these, picking you guys' brain, reacting to trailers live, reacting to news live, talking to you guys about it. So the live streams will never go away. I love them. You know, listening to music or whatever that you guys choose to do. The reactions I also love to do as well. It's just that YouTube has made it extremely hard. My most subscribers here are here on YouTube. They've made it extremely hard for me to upload. Anytime there's a song in the movie, I gotta muffle it or mute it. Anytime I'm showing a scene, I can't show too much, or else it trips the bots or whatever, you know, the algorithm to copyright claim my shit. The thing is about my reactions is I don't like to just show my reaction. I like to show the context of the movie so it leads up into what I'm reacting to, and then I offer my commentary. It's not even a reaction at this point, it's commentary. You know, you're seeing my commentary of the movie. And that's what I get praise on the most. Most people are like, thank you so much for not talking every 2 seconds. You're actually letting the movie play out, and then you offer your thoughts in between. That's what I wanted the whole time. It took me a while to really figure that out, but you know, here we are. You hate all these remakes, reboots, prequels, and sequels that much? When did I ever say that? I didn't mention any of those. Meanwhile, I just deal with it, but to each his own. Once again, you're just lying. You're blatantly lying. I didn't say any of that. Too many movies, unless you're talking to somebody else. I never said that. Too many movies are remade these days as they are running out of ideas. What have you heard about Naked Gun? Patricia saying. That is one that we actually saw, me and Laura. We went to the theater 2 weeks after Naked Gun came out, and it was still a packed theater. Very, very packed. Very fun experience. I will say this. I didn't do a review for it because it was already 2 weeks after. Because I thought we were going to wait for the streamer, but it was so hot one of these weekends, I think it was last weekend, that we just had to leave the house and go in an air-conditioned theater. And I thought 90% of the jokes landed, or the situations landed. There were only a few that went on way too long, and the audience wasn't even laughing. So it wasn't just me. But I really liked it. And I hope they make... I think they're doing okay with the money. I'm not saying that they're blowing it out of they're not knocking it out of the park, you know, like Weapons, but the Naked Gun box office mojo. They made some decent money for a comedy for sure. Okay, let's see. So where's it at? It's at 77 million. Okay, so they've almost broke even because I believe the budget was or maybe they have broke even now. I believe the budget for this one was 38 million. Believe it or not. That's a lot of money. But, you know, there are a lot of gaffes and goofs and stuff, and you know, it is Liam Neeson. I think it did better than most comedies have done this year, for sure. But it's great. I recommend it. If you guys are a fan of the other movies or the previous movies, and I think I might have seen all of them at one time, but I remember the first movie the most, Naked Gun, with Leslie Nielsen, and they pay a lot of homage to. It's a sequel. If you guys didn't know, it's not a reboot. It is a sequel. So just in case you guys didn't know, and they paid the homage very, very well. Let's see. The poster for the Odyssey is pretty cool. Definitely made me. Yeah, we saw the teaser trailer. I think right before Superman, the newest Superman movie. and it looks interesting. Once again, I hate that they're getting the most famous actors, even if it's a Nolan film. They're getting the most famous actors that are hot for the moment and not that are good for the job. That's what I think. I don't like seeing the exact same people in every single movie. I don't need to see Tom Holland and Zendaya in another damn picture together. You know what I mean? Doesn't tickle my fancy. He was saying, it's frustrating for you to put in all that work and get claimed. I've been there so many times, bro. Yeah. And my newest movie reaction, Q, I'm not going to say which one it is yet because you guys will see it, hopefully, if it gets released, acclaim. It's my longest reaction to date. My longest reaction. It's an hour and 14 minutes. Y'all know most of my reactions for movies are about 40 minutes, 45 minutes. Hour 14, that's almost the length of a low budget movie. I try to put in that much detail. So for them to say, nope, Warner Brothers, fuck you, sorry. And then I see everybody else got their reactions up. Someone's hating on me. Someone is definitely hating on me over there at YouTube Studio. And I don't appreciate it. I don't like it anymore, you know? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dispute it. Either come back to it later, but I'm going to keep it moving. I'm just going to keep it moving. I have too many reactions to edit. Too many to just be sitting on my hands, you know? Big Trouble also stars Kate Capshaw from Temple of Doom, great actress. Oh, is that the main lady? The main lady. Oh no, this is Kim Cattrall. Oh, this is Kim Cattrall from Sex and the City. Yeah. Look at that. That's who that white lady is. All right, guys, I got to use the restroom. I'll be right back.
Typing away, I'm in the zone, lost in the world, my mind has flown, but there's a call I can't ignore, a little voice, a feline roar, gotta step away. Is more, it fills the air. He's got a hunger, it's only fair. His eyes they bleed, his belly's light. Gotta fill his bowl, make it right. Gotta step away from the keys, oh no. Nature's calling me, gotta go, or feed my mochi, my fluffy friend. I'll be right back. chat, my work, it will still stay. A quick little break, then I'll return with mochi fed and my bladder adjourned. Gotta step away from the keyboard, no. Nature's calling me, gotta go, or feed my mochi, my fluffy friend. I'll be right back, it's not the end. So don't you fret, I'll be right back with mochi's purr and a snack attack. Back to the keys with a smile I'll send. It's just a break, isn't it not the end? I'm typing away, I'm in the zone, lost in the world, my mind has flown. But there's a call I can't ignore, a little voice, a feline roar. Gotta step away.
All right, Flix Talkers, we are back. Woo! All right, thank you so much for enduring the rant. I gotta make that the thumbnail. I gotta like do a rage face like. There we go. That'll be the thumbnail. Actually, let's do that one more time. Let me record that, guys. Let me record that. I'll do a couple of them. This is what I do behind the scenes, by the way, guys. In case you didn't know, that's how I record my thumbnails. I do a little, I get one of those. Like David rants about YouTube for 1 hour. There we go. Okay, let's get back into it. Keep asking your questions along the way. I'm so sorry if I had to go shit out those demons, basically, guys. Literally shit out the bad vibes. And I don't want to bring bad vibes to you guys, but it was just, I was up all night. Okay, we're not gonna get back into it. We're not gonna get back into it, but yes. So instead of that, let's talk about this. We got an interesting story here, which I just saw and I'm like, oh, Uncle Snoop. Uncle Snoop. Snoop Dogg body slams Disney over his grandson's reaction to Lightyear lesbian mom scene. He said, I didn't come here for this shit. I saw this and I was like, wait a minute, what? We got to read a little more into this because it could be clickbait, but this is something Snoop would say, that I'm not here for this shit. All right. So rap legend and game show host, what? Game show host? Snoop Dogg revealed how upsetting it was that the animated Disney film Lightyear contained lesbian mom characters. I feel like that's something that just got brushed under the rug. Like it came and it went. Maybe it wasn't that big of a deal. For me, I didn't care. I didn't even watch the Lightyear movie. It wasn't appealing to me. It didn't look appealing to me, the trailer. But let me know if you guys saw it. He was upset it contained a lesbian mom character, which forced him to try and explain it all to his preteen grandson in the middle of the movie. Well, I mean, isn't that your job as an uncle, as a whatever parent, to explain these things? Like, you gotta be ready for it. He might have got side blinded. I don't know. But you guys let me know your thoughts. I thought that was the job of the parent to explain that. The rapper appeared on the It's Giving podcast hosted by Sarah Fontenot. I don't know how to pronounce that. They always got these bougie ass last names. This week. And at one point, he went off on Disney for exposing small children to the radical gay agenda. Snoop said that he took his preteen grandson to see the Disney flop. Okay, this is obviously someone that hates the movie. Disney flop Lightyear. I mean, it was a flop. And was suddenly thrust into having to explain to the child how two women could have a baby. I wonder if I could find this really quick. I'd rather have him talk about it. So let me see if I can find the where it says it on this. Because I love Snoop, and he's old school.
I took my.
Oh, here it is. They loaded it up right away. They loaded it up right away. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you, website. Thank you, Breitbart, for loading this shit right to the moment that you need it to be. All right, let's see what Uncle Snoop has to say.
What you see, it's what you see. They putting it everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, let me go back.
Community where another epidemic where there are a lot of single moms. I think moms are raising women in their sons. I think that they're coddling their sons and they're hardening their daughters. And so I feel like we're inverted, especially in our community where women are much more masculine and men are much more feminine. And
that's what they're saying, guys. That's what they're saying. Parents, let me know what you guys think, because that is what they're saying for sure. It's not just a made up thing. The internet is saying this, and I'm seeing young men dressing different because the guidance is a little different. I was someone that was raised by a single mom, but guess what? She couldn't teach me how to be a man. As much as I love my mom, she could not teach me how to be a man. So I had to go with my weekend father, basically. You know, my dad became a weekend dad because he lost custody of us. And without getting too personal, I don't know if I've talked about it before, he just wasn't the best as far as guiding me in the right direction. I'll just say that. He didn't lead by example. I'll just say that.
I don't like that.
See, that goes back to the presentation I spoke to you earlier. What you see, it's what you see. They putting it everywhere.
Yeah. I
took my grandson to see, what was the movie with Buzz Light?
Toy Story?
Not that one, but
the new Buzz. The Lightyear. I think it's called Lightyear.
Yeah, with Keke Palmer's in that movie.
Okay.
She plays like the daughter. So we watching it, and the lady, which is Keke's mama, they move on into the space years. They move down the line. They're like, man, she had a baby with a woman. Well, my grandson in the middle of the movie like, Papa Snoop, how she have a baby with a woman? She a woman. Oh, shit. I didn't come in for this shit. I just came to watch the goddamn movie. Hey, man, watch the movie. They just said she and she had a baby. They both women's. How did she have a baby? Shh. The movie ain't over with. So it's like, fuck me, I'm scared to go to the movies now. Like, y'all throwing me in the middle of shit that I don't have an answer for.
I'm not mad at him for that, because he's an old head now, and he's asking those questions that are, you know, that most of us think about. He's saying the quiet part out loud, right? And to make things even worse, he's there with the super younger generation, probably a Gen Alpha, and he has to explain how this is to be when he doesn't even know how it is to be. So, and I wanted to say that last part that he said about, I don't even go to the movies because I don't know what they're going to show me. That's another thing. How many times have you watched a movie and like 90% of it is like flawless, like perfect, and then they insert something in there that you know it doesn't seem right? It seems like someone in the background, an executive, was like, hey, can you shimmy in this little line of dialogue to appeal to a certain audience? and then you're like, this doesn't feel right. This feels shoehorned or forced. That's pretty much 2020 and beyond cinema. 2015 and beyond cinema. And that's what we don't like for the most part.
What'd you tell him?
Watch the movie. Eat this popcorn. Shh.
You said, we don't know. We don't know.
It threw me for a loop. I'm like, what part of the movie was this? These are kids that we have to show that.
I mean, I haven't seen the movie, but is it they had to have adopted? Did they get it from a surrogate mother? There is so many ways that you can get a baby, I guess, nowadays. So yeah, you can't explain it in the moment. Not to a kid. You can't explain it in the moment. You got to talk to them afterwards.
At this age, like
that part.
they're going to ask questions.
Yeah.
They are going to ask. I don't have the answer.
Yeah. And I don't even know the answer that's rehearsed. What am I supposed to say? Was the lady used to be I got questions. Now I got questions.
Me too. And I was just there.
Okay, I think you're thinking about it a little too hard, lady. I think it's just two lesbian women that adopted a kid. That's what I think it was supposed to be. I think they're thinking a little too, like it's supposed to be some transgender thing. And it's not.
Go to sleep and watch the movie. That nigga woke me up. I'm in there. Huh? They just said that she had a baby. How? They both women's. Oh, man, damn. Here, eat this popcorn.
Damn. You know, it's so crazy what they teach you so young, because one of my nieces was telling me, she's like, yeah, I think I have anxiety. I was like, okay, first of all,
you don't even need to know that word.
You don't even know what that is. Then she's telling me all these different things they teach you in school. They're teaching you about anxiety and depression. And then, I'm
going to be real. I think at any age you can have anxiety, but do I think they should be teaching about it at school? No. Not to little kids. The parents need to be talking to the kids about that shit. I do believe anxiety is a real thing, 1000%, even amongst little kids. The social pressures of the world cause anxiety. So what do you mean kids can't have them? Of course they can. But I don't think it's a teacher's job to try to tackle that in class. As a teacher, you should be tackling the basic subjects that you're assigned. Math, history, science, biology, whatever the fuck grade you're teaching. I don't want you once again, this is very hard to speak on because I'm not a parent myself. I don't want to see kids being taken alongside and, are you feeling this type of way inside? Do you feel like you're in a different body? Do you feel like you have anxiety? That's not your concern. If you have a concern, have a parent-teacher conference and talk with the parents about it. The parents need to be dealing with that. The only time, I will say this, the only time a teacher should get involved in a child's life is if the child is showing up with bruises on their fucking face. If they're showing up with a black eye, some kind of bruises on their body, then you need to alert the authorities. Other than that, teach my kid how to succeed in life and just get through basic arithmetic. We talked about this already, guys. We saw these videos from teachers on TikTok a couple of weeks ago that were talking about high schoolers have a 5th grade reading comprehension. That should fucking scare you. Maybe because you're not teaching kids in 5th grade about reading, you're teaching them about, I'm not going to get into it, y'all. Because y'all are going to start saying I'm on one side or the other of the political spectrum, and I hate when you guys do that.
You diagnose yourself. Well, I'm really tired now, and I've just been feeling really sad. I'm depressed. No, you're not. No, you're not. You know what? You need to go outside. You need to roll in that grass. You need to eat something green. You need to drink some water, and you need to stop looking at the screens. I'm so tired of screen time. What do you think about?
Yeah, right. You said I'm so tired of screen time. I guarantee you, this woman bought an iPad, bought an iPhone for each one of her kids. I guarantee that. An Apple laptop. The parents that are always saying that they're tired of their kids with the screen time, they're the ones that provide them with the most electronics. These kids aren't fucking working. They're not getting money. You are providing that for them. So unless you're like an Amish family that is completely off the grid, shut up. Don't act like you're holier than thou. And I could be wrong. She might not have kids. I don't know.
These kids and screen time.
Well, you notice I don't have a phone on me.
Oh.
Professional.
Oh.
How will we know that, bro? It could be in your pocket.
I think it's good and bad.
Yeah.
Because all of my grandkids know how to work an iPad, a telephone, all of that.
Yeah.
And some of them ain't even, like, can talk a whole sentence.
Dang.
But they all know how to... dancing, or they...
And that's the sad part. He just said the realism right now. They know how to work computers and their cell phone, but they can't complete a full sentence. That, Snoop, should fucking scare you. That's why the literacy rate is down. And that's why it's creating a bunch of dumb, illiterate people that are graduating. Because guess what? No child left behind. No child is going to be left or pulled back a grade because they're getting all Fs. We're pushing you forward, dumbass. Go on. Go on to high school with your dumbass. That's what's happening. Uncle Snoop, teach them better.
Yeah, they get the
Or they sit on the couch. Oh,
This is the thing. People love to talk about the problems, but never want to get to the root of what it is.
they just on the iPad. Like, okay, all right. Go outside, do some real regular stuff. And it's a cheat code. When I was growing up, if you wanted to know an answer, you had to research and study and go through the book
The
and
encyclopedia.
turn through things and really like read and study and get it in your head. Now it's, hey Siri, hey Alexa, hey Google. There that bitch go. I ain't even. I'm not talking to you for real. But that's the help that they get.
Yeah.
I wish I had that when I was in high school. I'd have graduated with all A's. I'd have.
Oh.
Yeah, you would have graduated with all A's and been a dumbass.
Hey Siri, bitch, I need these answers. Hell no.
Man.
I mean, like I said, they're making a joke about it, but that's what it is. And I know that for a fact because I give you guys these stories all the time about how, my boss likes to give work to the high school. His son coaches football, high school football. So his son, the kids that he's coaching are like 15, 16, and they're like, hey, they're looking for some extra money. So he offers them a summer job. So guess what? They come work with me. I'm more than double their age, right? And they're telling me they're passing all their tests with Siri, with ChatGPT. That's not a cool thing to brag about, bro. You're going to graduate a dumbass? Like, that's what you want to brag about? That's what the clout comes from now? That gets your clout points up? I'm not with that. Oh, but that's what it is, guys. That's what it is. As far as the gay stuff goes in the Disney movies, once again, I don't have kids, but would I want my kids watching that? No. And not because I'm homophobic at all, by any measure at all. It's because I think the parents should be talking to their kids about these issues. Instead of them just stumbling upon it at a very young age and being confused, I think the parents should parent. Disney is not your parent. So Disney, stick to the stories that you guys are used to, man. You don't have to insert modern politics into everything. You don't have to do that. So that's what I think personally. I don't know what y'all think, but I mean that's just my take on things. Titanic says, I'm gay and I even cringe with all the gay stuff. You know why? It's because they don't care about your marginalized community. They don't. They just know that it's a community that they want because they can turn these people into consumers. Any market that has people spending money, they want to target that. So how do they do it? They create these characters or cast these characters to play X, Y, and Z. We need a gay character. We need a trans character. We need a look at fucking Ironheart, the Marvel series. It literally had every single LGBTQ representation in the cast. And I'm not lying. Go look it up. That show flopped. Why? Because it was an overpowering of all this stuff that did not feel fluid, did not feel natural. And I'm not saying it didn't feel natural in the sense of these people should not exist. I would never say that. I don't care about these people's lives because in a sense of like they don't affect my life. They can live their life. I can live my life. It has no bearing if they exist. All right. But at what point does it become pandering? It becomes you're a check mark off the list. All right, we got a trans, we got a gay, we got a lesbian, we got a Hispanic, we got an Indian, we got a black guy in here, we got a white guy in here, we got a Chinese guy in here, we got... Motherfucker, you making the Power Rangers now? What are we doing, the gay Power Rangers? What's happening? It all feels shoehorned in. It does. It really does. And they're purposely doing this, guys. Because why? The only color they see is green. They don't give a fuck about black and white. They don't care about black and white. They don't. They care about your green. That's it. So I hope the sooner you guys see that and you guys, realize why they're pushing all this stuff, it all starts making sense after a while. It really should. Yeah, it's always been about the green. You don't buy coffee, you rent it. I like that. Sebastian is saying, someone said that Ryan Gosling is like a toned down version of Ryan Reynolds. They're kind of similar with their comedic chops, only Gosling does it better. I don't agree with that, but I do like Ryan Gosling way more than Ryan Reynolds. Way more, like 1,000 times. Gareth is saying we need another Kubrick, Carpenter, Spielberg, etc. These directors were ahead of their time, brave, and gave us movies that push the boundaries. Movies today are blueprints of past success. Preach. It's Sunday, man. You're taking them to church with that one. I agree. I totally agree. 100%. The thumbnails are the best. Well, thank you, my friend. I try my best here. And I'm always learning something new. Too many movies that are about pushing the agenda, yeah. And it's... this is the thing, is that we're over it. I mean, you can see that America is over it. And the reason why I'm saying America is because you can see the domestic numbers. Domestic numbers are just like... And you know what's funny is that, like, all these directors are coming out, and I know they're defending their movies, but they cannot accept reality. Like James Gunn is coming out and saying that Superman is the best movie of all time. Everybody loved it. It exceeded our expectations. No, it didn't. Y'all didn't even break it. Y'all broke even. That was it. Why are you celebrating? You pushed it to digital in a month. Why the fuck are you celebrating? Like, but they're pushing this whole thing where instead of saying what their faults are, like what they could have done better, or why they think the climate of people not going to the movies is happening, they choose to ignore it, brush it off like it never happened, like nothing ever happened, like numbers don't matter, and they will call a fail a win. That's the word. That's the world we're living in right now. And I don't choose to be a part of that. That's another reason why I'm stepping back from movies, is because everybody's too focused on the fucking numbers. But you have to be, though. You have to be. That's why it's a double-edged sword. You want these movies that look interesting to win, right? Because then hopefully they expand on the movies if you want them to. It's a double-edged sword. Because sometimes I don't even want these movies to win either, because I know they're going to make a shitty sequel from it, you know? It's really hard. When Hollywood is just dominated by money and not the actual movie itself, you know. Sebastian is saying, in the last Batman movie, there was a line about rich white people by Catwoman. It felt out of place for sure. Yeah, of course. Because, I mean, in Gotham, Catwoman is the only black person on the planet, apparently. It's like Seinfeld. You only have one black character, right? Or Friends. You only get one black character. In New York City? Wow. Very realistic. Titanic is saying the last awful X-Men movie when Mystique was like, by the way, we should start calling it X-Woman. Since it's always X-Woman saving the men. Oh, I think I do remember. I do think I remember that line. That was pretty cringe. I always looked at X-Men as the word man, as mankind. Also, too, women don't like the word mankind. Do you not understand that mankind encompasses women as well? Mankind means civilization, us as a whole. What the fuck are you? Man, woman, whoa, man. So I married an axe murderer. Anybody catch that reference? Mike Myers? Okay. But come on. What are we doing here? Exactly. You learn as you grow into adulthood. I never got taught that stuff when I was in school. Yeah, neither did I. Neither did I. All right, guys. Let's move on to the next bit of story. If you guys have any questions, please let me know in the chat. I would love to answer them or talk about anything that you guys would want to talk about. Please just let me know, and we'll get to it. I'll see if I have any anything we can talk about as well, or show. Okay, here's a good one. Here's a good one in the sense of it's just fucking bizarre. Let me check this one out really quick. Okay. So where is Polk County? Polk County. Where the fuck is that from? Let me see. It's got to be somewhere in the South. It's always in the good old boys from the South. Polk County. Yeah, well, Florida. I mean, you guys consider Florida the South? I think it is, right? Pretty sure it is. Yeah, Polk County. So Polk County Sheriff wears a $50,000 gold chain seized from suspect in a drug trafficking bust, saying, "I got their drip." Did anybody see this? Now, this is when this is when interviews go wrong, I think. Listen to this.
I got their drip. I got their body. We got their gas. We got these guys at the top sold the that 65-year-old lady.
Walker is the person that sold the our 65-year-old victim. She bought these on a Saturday night. She took some of these, and on Sunday morning she was walking out of her house to church when she collapsed. So
okay, I got a lot of things to unpack here. First off, he said, "I got their drip." Okay, so you got this guy's drip. You're trying to be cool by wearing it. Also, I mean, this person that took drugs on a Saturday night, he sold. This is the thing. When there is demand, there will be supply. I don't know what else you could. You're not going to stop the war on drugs. Just like you're not going to stop the war on piracy, you're not going to stop it. When there's a will, there's a way. Someone's going to provide that. So they're saying this woman took the drugs that these guys sold and then died the next morning on her way to church. Now, what kind of Christian is that? I mean, is that a, you know, what kind of drugs are these? I don't know. I don't know the full situation. I just know this is a weird story.
On a Saturday night, she took some of these, and on Sunday morning, she was walking out of her house to church when she collapsed. So Nate could have this drip. Did you hear what I said? He's buying this drip from selling drugs to people on the streets, one of which...
I got their drip.
Just to start it off, I got their drip. Okay, first of all, bro, what people decide to do with their money should be none of your fucking concern. Okay? I go to work and I buy movies. This is my drip right here. This is my drip. I mean, what are we doing here? What's up, Torian? Like, the way he's trying to pass it off is like this flex or something. You know, you're wearing someone that's in prison's chain. You know what I mean? Like, this ain't a flex. I got their drip. I mean, can we celebrate when someone takes down a whole organization? It's always they take down one drug dealer and then they're like, ladies and gentlemen, we've got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got him. She was going to church and we took him out. We took out this guy. Like, what happened to the big drug bust? Do they not do big drug bust anymore? Y'all got one drug dealer that had a fucking Cuban links chain. Who cares? I need to give someone take out Scarface, and then I'll be on your side. This shit is so stupid. Yeah, that's a slow news week right there. Ladies and gentlemen, we got them. We got their drip. Okay, what are you gonna do? You gonna flip it and sell it? Probably buy some more drugs? Because I know a lot of these police officers get into some corrupt shit over there in the offices too. How many fucking corrupt stories do you hear from the officers? You know, there was that one lady who was fucking gangbanging all the other officers. Sorry to get gross and Sunday morning. I know we're supposed to take them to church and all this other shit, but you know, shit like that happens all the time. Yeah, the days of Griselda. Yeah, where are the Griselda Blancos at? Take them down. Someone go follow Rick Ross around. He's probably got to connect somewhere. You know? Crazy. Q Reviews is saying, what are your thoughts on the new Halloween game? By the way, Torian, thank you so much for that request. The new Halloween game. So we did watch it on a on a Patreon only live stream. I forgot to watch it the next day, which was on Friday. Let's check it out again, because I did have my thoughts on it. And they weren't good. Sorry to say it, they weren't good, buddy. Love the music though. Let's check it out. It's only a minute and 52 seconds. In case you guys didn't see, they are making a Halloween video game. So I had mentioned that this is Malika Akkad, which I believe is Mustafa Akkad's son.
A quiet town, just like hundreds of other small towns all across America. A town just like yours.
No, so we got an AI Loomis, all right?
But it was here on October 31st, 1963. No motive, no warning.
Okay, this is where I had some Q, did you catch this? Because this is the biggest gripe I had with this trailer. No motive, no warning. The whole premise of Halloween 1, the original, is based off of him going to kill his younger sister. What the fuck you mean no motive? That is a motive. That is the ultimate motive. No motive, no warning. He killed Judith, which landed him in the psych ward. Then he's going to kill his younger sister. No motive? Are we going completely non-canon with this one? Because if we are, I ain't supporting this shit. They already did it with Blumhouse. The motive came years later. I mean, the motive, it doesn't matter. The motive was there, though. The night he came back is in the title. But the motive was there. Who told Michael to kill? He was hearing these voices to kill. That's why he killed his sister. But the no motive, no warning thing has me for like, I don't know. Maybe this is going over my head and maybe y'all figured it out, but
No provocation, just senseless death. I met him 15 years ago. I thought there was hope, that he could be reached. But what I met was not a child. No emotion. Perhaps not even human. 15 years later, he returned home. But what happened that night was only the beginning. It wasn't just a killing spree. It was a reckoning.
Whoa, calm down. He was going to reach it. Come on, we have to go.
No.
by the way, I know this is not final gameplay, but the renders look really horrible on this. Oh, maybe I'm watching. Okay, let me put it on 4K. I wanted to get a clear look on this fake ass Laurie Strode. Do we know what she looks like exactly? That's one thing I didn't really analyze. I mean, I could see she has a blonde hair. Is she black? Am I far-fetched by saying that she's black? I know it's shadows and shit going on, but she don't look white. I'll tell you that. And y'all ask, why does that matter? Because this shit is not canon to any of the fucking movies. I mean, bro, this hand is as brown as mine, bro. What is happening? She may be black. All right, bro, I ain't fucking with it. I'm sorry. I'm not racist, but you know this shit is not canon. Make your own shit. Why is it called Halloween? They might not have a Jamie Lee image. Well, then put another white girl then. Make it a ripoff of Jamie. Am I wrong for saying that? Am I now on the anti-woke train or what?
Later, he returned home. But what
She's a black girl with a blonde wig? Laurie Strode is now a sister.
happened that night was only the beginning.
Hold on. We saw another. We got another look back. I'm sorry to dissecting it. Oh no, she may be white. This render is really bad. Like this is even the way she's running. It doesn't look good. But this now it looks like a white girl. I'll be honest with you. This looks like a dude in a wig. I'll be honest now at this point. Would it upset you guys if it was a black girl? I think it would be crazy for the, let's see, for the lack of continuity. That's a dude in a fucking wig. Bro, that is a dude in a wig. That's how y'all want to play Halloween? Mm-hmm. I see what the real agenda is. Dave, they used your image for this character. What? Come on now. I don't got that jawline. What's that line in Juice? That line in Juice where Samuel Jackson, he says, just because you pour syrup on shit don't make it pancakes.
Only the beginning. It wasn't just a killing spree. It was
I mean, she sounds like a white girl.
a reckoning.
Whoa, calm down.
By the way, what is going on with this trailer? Hold on. Okay. She runs in and she goes to the right. Does this not look like a living room to you guys? Does this not look like a living room? The reason why I'm saying this, come on. Okay, never mind. I just answered my own question. Okay, that's a stove in the back. I thought this was a washing machine. I was going to say, oh, they fucked up the room situation. Looks like a washing machine. Is it a washing machine? Is that either a washing machine or a dishwasher? If that's not a dishwasher, then we got some fucked up design work going on.
He was going to me to...
Oh, it's a kitchen. Okay, it's a kitchen. There's a sink in the back. I'm messing it up. That Justin Bieber in a wig?
Come on,
What was that?
we have to go.
No.
Yeah, this definitely doesn't look done.
You can't stop him. You can't reason with him. You can't kill the boogeyman.
Okay, I think I did mention that he does look cool. I think he does look cool to me. I think we had talked about this does look more like the original mask than any of the later ones. And if it did look like the later ones, it looks more like part 6, possibly. But I do like it. I like the design on Michael. I do like that they're trying to recreate the scene where Laurie is running through the town knocking on doors. I mean, in this one she runs in the door, you know. The head does seem a little large. It seems like it's floating on the body, right? The mask, at least. That's what I'm saying. None of this shit is done. None of these renders don't look 100% done. Like the suit, like all that. But time will tell, guys. 2026 is Laurie a sister? What do y'all think? And if she is, I mean, is that going to change? You know, I mean, y'all, we just saw what happened to Cracker Barrel. Come on. Let's not get into it. Let's not get into it, guys. We saw what the fuck happened at Cracker Barrel. Motherfuckers act like woke shit does not happen anymore. Cracker Barrel stock tanked. Don't tell me that shit is not real. All right, guys. Mariah Carey slipping away. We got a request over here from Tori, and thank you so much. Always coming with the amazing R&B jams. Get into it. this one. But that's a good voice. There it is, y'all. Very good. Mariah Carey, Slipping Away. We belong together. All right, let's see. Oh, it's that was an unreleased track? Okay, cool. I like that. Check out Jim Carrey in the Deadpool 1988. It's the last of the Dirty Harry movies known. Okay. Well, I got to watch the first. I got to watch the sequels. The name Carrey reminds me of the scene with Jim Carrey. Got Liam Neeson is also in the scene before he was known. Yeah, I mean, it's like when you're watching Death Wish and you realize that Jeff Goldblum isn't there, right? All right, how about we got some stand-up mayhem?
What's that? What are you mad about? Oh, you heard slavery and retard and you couldn't process the words in between the material? Were you too dumb to understand that I was making an analogy about Yeah. What are you guys sent by the fucking Census Bureau to go, we will police the words here? You're like the people who, I'll say, rape is bad, and then they'll go, he said rape! Yeah, I said it's bad, stupid. So fuck off. Get out. I don't give a shit. Leave. I'm the last comic. Go. Get out.
Yeah, I hate when people hear certain words and they just go bizarre. They never understand the context of anything.
I'm the last comic, and you obviously hate me, so get the fuck out.
Every black person's offended.
Yeah, exactly. You're stupid. Please leave.
Every black person is offended.
Whoa! I think you're the one with racial hang-ups. There you go. Thank you. Get the fuck out. If you can't hear jokes, there's a great slam poetry down the road. You can go that. That's probably better for your temperament. happened 2 nights in a row for me. What if that happens every night? I'm like, they roll with me. They're pretty cool. Great actresses, you know? I hate that I'm last because now I have to go to the valet and just stand by them. Like, I'll take my car.
Nice. Also, when do we start policing comedy? Like, I know there's a big comedian right now, Mark Maron, that's been going around talking about like policing comedy and stuff like that. Not policing comedy, but he doesn't like comics that are saying certain things or talking about certain. The whole point of a comedian is you should be able to talk about everything and anything, I believe. And if you're offended, then you can walk out. I mean, you should have already known what you got yourself into. But yeah, that's the whole part of jokes, man. I guess some people get them and some people don't. Jameson, welcome, my friend, coming in on Rumble. Jeff Goldblum is one of the punks? Yeah, for sure. All right, we got a crazy one, guys. Have you ever seen a high-speed... of course it's in fucking L.A. Have you ever seen a high-speed pursuit where someone runs out of gas, pulls into a gas station, fills up, and then still continues the chase? Well, now you're about to.
Southbound Long Beach now, making another westbound turn here, finding another gas station. Might be the same one. He must be low on gas. Driver stepping out of the vehicle. And he's going to drop it right here. Banding. Oh, he's going to get gas.
Where are the cops at? Can't make this shit up.
This driver nervously getting gas after feeling some degree of relief here, although you can tell he's still very animated. He's got his shirt covering his face, clearly aware of the helicopters, but pretty unaware of the fact that he's pretty much on his own down there. There's really nobody pursuing him anymore. All of the law enforcement has pulled off. LAPD has abandoned this pursuit. California Highway Patrol has...
Why did they give up?
Has sent their helicopter off to other assignments. So it looks like he is really just, you know...
What is happening?
Got a little wad of cash there, maybe? I mean, he couldn't be acting any more suspicious, I'll tell you that.
What is this confuses me. It says CHP was called off. Why? He's right there. They still have not caught him in a stolen vehicle. They have not caught him. And guys, if you think that this is the wildest part of the chase, you have not seen shit. You have not seen anything. This becomes like a Ryan Gosling Drive type of movie in about a minute. No one's at this gas station thinking that this motherfucker looks suspicious. Oh, he just threw the pump on the floor. Yeah, I love pursuit videos, man.
This is a wild scene here as he just drops the pump and continues on after a quick splash of gas. Now back on.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you something. California is a fucking joke. And it's because of the people that run this state. It's a fucking joke. It is a fucking joke. If you guys ain't from California, most of you guys have seen the people that represent California. They are a fucking joke too.
The run here, but there's nobody behind him as he continues to drive like a maniac through here And now getting back onto Long Beach Boulevard, there's CHP now, just about 1 block behind him, with lights and sirens blaring, and come out the other side of this overpass.
Right here, right here. Check this out, y'all.
Or he could pull the classic move. There he is. He's coming out the other side. No, that's not him. He is now underneath. Oh, he's out.
He bailed.
He's out. He pulled it. He bailed under the freeway, and the vehicle is rolling. Law enforcement pulling up here, spotting the lonely vehicle.
Did y'all see what he did? That is the classic action movie scene. He saw the eye in the sky. He drove he drove underneath an underpass. He ditched the car. These stupid ass cops are still chasing the car. He's now on foot. What? You cannot make this shit up. And this just happened.
The empty vehicle, and that suspect is on foot right behind them. You have to presume that he is now hiding underneath the 10 freeway. And that vehicle just rolled into a light pole, and the pursuit is over, and now it becomes a manhunt for that suspect, that driver who pulled maybe the smartest move of his night underneath the 10 freeway.
Smartest move? This motherfucker literally got gas, was able to fill up his tank, and then take off.
Where he was out of sight from law enforcement, out of sight from the helicopters, and gosh, if he walks away from this, I tell you, this was a wild one, Mark.
Indeed. Well,
Indeed. Just another night in downtown LA. Guys, I wonder if they caught this motherfucker, because I am so intrigued as to what happened from this. I have to see if there's any yeah, I have to see if there's any. Okay, here we go. Wait. Let me see. Is this an article? Okay, I think someone posted the article about it. Yeah, here's more on it. Oh, this is a long one. Never mind. Okay. So, okay, he hit speeds of over 130 miles an hour on the freeway. He exited Linwood area and quickly refueled his gas. But why were the cops all the way? I don't understand that part. Let's see. Over an hour and a half. He abandoned the moving vehicle under a freeway overpass near Newton Street and South Alameda Street. The ditch vehicle crashed into a nearby power pole at a gas station. As several pedestrians looked on, officers arrived at the scene moments later. A perimeter was set up at the continuing searching for the footage. He's still on the run. He is still on the run. How can shit like this happen? How can shit like this happen in 2025? That part I don't get. Okay. I don't even think the cops care anymore, to be honest. All right, we got some Willow Smith updates, guys. Yes, the amazing Willow Smith of the Smith family, who are very intelligent people, are very truthful, loving, honorable, loyal people. The Smith family. Now, Willow Smith has been going on a rant, trying to get some points across. I still don't understand what she's talking about. Maybe you guys can decipher what she's even saying. I know her brother, Jaden, is well, he has nothing to say. He just pretty much showing up in weird outfits and letting that speak for itself, I guess. But let's see what she has to say.
The older I get, the more I realize that an ascetic lifestyle, aside from being one of the most potent ways to devote your life to honoring the holy mystery, it really just is logical. Like, participate in this tomfoolery? I think not. The older I get, the more I realize that an ascetic lifestyle.
Ascetic lifestyle. I don't know what that means. I know what aesthetic lifestyle means, but not ascetic.
Lifestyle, aside from being one of the most potent ways to devote your life to honoring the holy mystery.
The holy mystery. All right. I mean, I kind of understand what you're talking about.
It really just is logical. Like, participate in this tomfoolery?
What tomfoolery is that?
I think not. But
I can't break her Da Vinci Code. Does anybody know what she's talking about? Because a lot of people in the comments don't even know what the fuck she's talking about. Yeah. What the fuck is she even talking about? No one knows what she's talking about. This is what happens when you're born into money. No hard work, no problem, no struggle, always loved, and you never have to bust your ass. You become an absolute head case because you have nothing better to do. Exactly what it is. But no one knows what she's talking about. So who is she trying to get her point across to? Because no one knows what she's talking about. It's family, man. I don't know. She talks like her IQ is 250. Well, that's the whole thing, is that you throw a word salad in there to try to confuse people when you could just use common words. Common, I'm not going to say nonsensical, because if you really digest it and breaking down what she said, you could understand it. It's just that she didn't need to use those words. She just did it to try to sound try to sound smarter than everybody else in the room. That's the whole point, right? So, Jesus Christ. All right. Oh shit, and just like that, we're at 2 hours? Okay. All right, Flix Talkers, we got a quiet chat today. That's all right. I mean, you guys are watchers, not talkers. That's all right. No problem. I'll catch you guys later. Hopefully I can put out this reaction. I really have a lot to do today, so I'm going to get on that before it starts getting warm. You guys be great. I'll catch you guys next time, all right? Peace.